You killed my brother. You cowardly son of a bitch. I'm calling you out.
Are you ready?
Ready?
Hard to trigger with them other fingers, but...
Relax your thighs, get on top and start to ride until you feel that need, and I'm gonna feel the cool day. Love that need of mine. I wanna know in you all night, into the sunrise. I wanna know in you.
And here we are again. Yeah. So, yeah, again, I'd like to point out that none of my money went for this shit.
Hey, no. Gotta try a different thing.
Bernie Brew. 5% of the profits from this beer joke goes towards what I'm guessing is the Democratic Party.
What did it say? It says the
Super PAC.
the dark, or the 5% goes to it's dark money meant for good. Whatever the hell that is.
We hung a Biden sign in the reddest part of Wisconsin to distance our Republican county board threat to fine us.
Hey, where was it? Did you see someone post?
These are fucking libtards.
Someone posted, I think it was a Wisconsin football game, where they were chanting "fuck Biden." Yeah, that cracks me up.
Yeah, you're right, I changed my mind.
Taking that off of there?
Yeah.
I don't know why you want to keep that.
I don't want to waste any of my time with anybody that would yeah, okay, so this is a lager. Give her a lager.
The first two were.
Yeah! Okay, cheers, fucker. Do you have any yet?
No.
Maybe if I go brush my teeth and eat a dog turd, it'll taste good.
Tastes alright. I say we give the rest to Mike.
These people cannot make good beer.
This is like a regular fucking beer, but it has a really nasty taste. Well, all regular beer has a nasty
it's like
taste,
the cheapest ass beer you can buy, and then it tastes worse than that. What is that taste? Are you zeroing this?
Am I what?
He zeroed this beer.
Well,
Yeah, I gotta do.
it's no different than
Here, I've gotta clean the drain.
it's no different than how I feel about Bernie himself. Well, you know what? I'll give it a 1.
You can't. You dumped it.
All right, well then I'll give it a 0.
That's a mandatory.
I was gonna give it a 1 because I figured Mike will drink it. Somebody will. I'm not gonna.
Okay, so what do we have for Mike? We've got Biden beer, Bernie beer.
Hey, aren't you happy I said we should start with that first? Because when it tastes like shit, we can move on to the next.
Yeah, I got a plan.
That is not what I want to. I do not want to end my day on something that tastes like that.
You know, I don't think the other one. See, and beer companies have found me because the title would say Biden beer and then this company. I almost want to call this one Bernie beer because if you commie fuck losers from
Wisconsin, is it?
From this brewing company, if you're proud of your product, you're just as stupid as who you vote for. Complete shit.
I'll still say I didn't mind the Kamala one.
Well,
The other two are no.
this is Warlock. I have not had this in a couple of years, It's an Imperial Pumpkin Stout, and I'm going to open it with the most evil, vile...
Evil vile.
The most evil, vile opener...
A gargoyle?
This is the most evil, vile opener I have.
I'll just use my regular opener.
You'd be proud of me, that's all I did the other day.
He's doing it for practice, or what?
Use my lighter.
Giving you too much of a hard time?
No, I just was too lazy to open it up on the multi-tool. Okay.
Alright, well, we're going to try this again. So we're what, 5 minutes into the video and just opening?
Yeah. Well, technically we already talked about and drank something, so...
yeah, that was a quick review.
Rich Huff was...
Under 5 minutes.
Rich Huff and Smile Money missed the club, but cheers to both of you guys. First in, the Smile Money saying not here. And then Harmarsh calls him a ninja. And Smile Money says, not even trying, my phone has magical powers. And then Harmarsh says, I'm here. Brew Bomi as Brew Spock in Star Trek. Yeah, and I noticed Zeusy had 1, 2, 3, 4 new ones. Now if you watch the opener that I think that I'm going to use, because that's the weird part about editing videos, he is not going to be happy with me.
Me?
Yeah.
Why?
So
I'm sure I'm another bitch again.
I got a few, I think you're a kid in the one that I'm thinking of.
Oh, okay. Like, I could be Dennis the Menace. I'd be alright with that.
Now, here's the problem. I know this is a real woman, but she looks like a real doll. That look? That is the...
She looks pretty fake there. Her face looks scary.
That is the place penis here look.
I don't know what you're smelling. I already sipped mine. This is good stuff, though. I like this.
8.9%.
Tastes good.
And it has no alcohol burn or anything to it.
Has a nice pumpkin-y flavor with a nice spice. Good fall drink.
Not real sweet. A little bit of almost a dark chocolate-like finish. So it's kind of almost a baker's chocolate. Kind of a little bit of a...
Maybe you have a drying sensation, but I don't have the taste on it. Ooh, I like that one a lot more than the fucking fake doll.
Paul P.A. Bruno says third. Fuck yeah. Brad. Let's get it. Hell yeah, brother. Hashtag a big F-U corn pop. See, sometimes more is less. I think that chick is hot.
I don't know, she's looking down.
That's because that's where my penis would be laying.
Yeah.
On the ground. Next to my unconscious body. Harmarsh. Yes, Brew Bommy, you sent Tardisius a can from Cowbell Brewing in Ontario, Canada. Well, we can hook a brother up again. Harmarsh, Picard is right beer, and titties are always the answer. Gunwild. 5th commenter, bitches. Smile Money. Didn't think the federal government could make us buy health insurance, yet they called it a tax, and there was Obamacare, and the Supreme Court called it unconstitutional.
Called it constitutional.
Oh, yeah.
I see that one.
Well, that's because our court is supposed to not be political, or should I say they're not supposed to be biased, but they are. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy kook, but I sure was a lot of suspicious activity that took place when the Scalito died.
Scalito.
Yeah, they found him dead in a hotel, and there was like no autopsy or a justice of the peace
Oh,
dies, and
yeah, you're okay.
so.
That was a while back.
And the head guy right now, he could not be more liberal. So, and the Supreme Court was never. See, none of it was ever supposed to be exactly the way it is. Again, if our founding fathers came back now, they'd be like, "This is what we tried to avoid. This is, you guys are within a fucking inch of being exactly where we were when we started fucking killing people."
Yeah.
Which, again, some people want to pussy.
I'm surprised it hasn't happened yet.
Some people want to pussyfoot around it, but if you want to tell me that it's not about freedom and that I should inject an experimental liquid into my body, no, fuck you. I think people need to start dying. I think the Second Amendment needs to be shown for what it was created for. If you're telling me that it's not about freedom, I'm telling you it's all about bullets.
You need to get the shot just so you can take care of your family.
Yeah, you're not going to have pretty soon. Oh,
you can't buy none, you can't sell none.
You'll have to scan your jab card in order to even go into the grocery store.
Did you see that one? I don't know who posted it, but what's the difference between the yellow card and the vaccine card?
What's the yellow card?
Hitler's little papers.
Oh, what? No, what?
82 years.
Yeah. Touche to whoever.
I think that was on the Brew comments.
Oh, could have been.
The instant message.
It
might not have been, but I thought it was.
I have a lapse in consciousness between Wednesday and Friday, so.
You mean every day? Oh, she's different, but fucking snuggle with that one.
Mr. Acavano. Top or something. Armarsh, Eric, here's my thoughts on the jab. If you want it, then get it. If you don't want the jab, don't get it. It's not my place to tell anyone what they should or shouldn't do, like it's not anyone's place to tell people what they should or shouldn't do. Smile Money, I agree with that 100%. And as I've openly said, that is something that me and Smile Money haven't ever disagreed on, no matter what we want to say about, what we know and what we don't, because it's quite obvious Smile Money does not know a lot about the whole COVID thing. just kidding. But it's entirely true. And I have never swayed from that either. This is America, If you choose to believe that what they're telling you is the truth, then go get it. But every ounce of research that I have done, and I have listened to both sides, here's my biggest problem, and they have brought it upon themselves.
Go ahead, I got one for you.
Is I don't trust a fucking thing that this government says.
I agree. Did you hear this one? They just interviewed Dr. Fauci.
You can watch this in the video, Matt. As soon as he said Dr. Fauci, my eyes automatically roll.
No. So the interview asked him, so why is it that we're mandating these vaccines when we know of the immunity you have if you've already had it, right? Whatever they call it, I forget. Anyways, so why, if you have that, which is supposedly supposed to last longer and work better, why would you make those people take the vaccine? His answer, yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
Again,
and that's the guy we're listening to for all our COVID
advice.
Yeah.
See, now I have no proof of this, but if I went and got checked, I would be more shocked to find out that I haven't had COVID. I personally think I have the antibodies for it because I believe I had it before this all made the news.
Oh, a lot of people did. I think I got it with, my family for November, like Thanksgiving area. But I was literally just hanging out with a guy from high school I went to school with, like a week and a half ago. He called me 2 days later and said, "Hey, dude, I just got confirmed positive COVID results, so hope you stay safe and healthy." I was hanging out with him all night. It's been over a week now, and I'm feeling fine and fresh. So I'm guessing I've already had it, and it's done its course as well, because I'm not picking it up being around known sick individuals.
Then again, call it a coincidence or not, it's been somewhere between 30 and 35 years since I've had any kind of a vaccine.
Yeah, it's been a while for me, not that long.
So
I'm younger.
I have always been a believer, and the proof could not be more in the pudding, as they say, than with my own daughter, with Samantha. She had an immune deficiency issue. She was one in a, I don't know, the doctor said 1 point something million. It was so rare that they were practically fighting over blood samples. A private jet. I can't get on a private jet. Samantha's blood got on a private jet and flown to a lab in Colorado. And if we did what the lab said, we'd be like most people, these sheep today. She would have been in a bubble. You know, if she got...
Bubble boy?
If she cut it, yeah, it would have been bubble girl. The amount of shit that they wanted us to do and the precautions they wanted us to take, and even though she's a slut and a hooker, both me and my ex-wife fully agreed.
For a second, I thought you were talking about your daughter. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you're, oh, okay.
Hey, $20 is $20, man. But I was talking about that.
Yeah, I figured out, but first, because you were talking about Samantha at first, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, yep, talking about the ex, okay.
We were in full agreement, and the one thing that we decided not to do is not to listen to the doctors. We wanted Sam to be able to be Sam.
Not different.
Yeah. So I believe that not doing what they said, not filling her full of antibiotics, not doing this, not doing that, if she got a damn cut, yeah, you treat it like any other person. When I cut myself badly, you know, most of the time I'm at work, so, you know, you try not to get a whole bunch of grease or nastiness into it when you clean a wound, but if it's really bad, I'll go take the normal precautions and, you know, wrap it in duct tape. Usually a rag first and then wrap it in duct tape. And
hot glue works good too.
And what?
Hot glue?
Super glue.
Well, not just super glue, but like, you know, a heat gun.
Like an iron?
No, it might sting a little bit when you're putting it on, but I'll tell you what, it'll hold like some of the biggest wounds together.
Speaking of biggies. Yeah, so lo and behold, somewhere in there, Samantha's system turned on and started fighting for itself without us having to do anything. And Scourge, gonna do any specials for Brewtober? Maybe, yeah, I don't know, sure. Usually, there is a whole shelf over at Keyport that is all Oktoberfest stuff. I usually try to find a few. The Bells one is usually pretty good. See now, the face.
I'd like to go camping with her.
Yeah, I mean,
I would not be looking at her face much.
When they look like she could like jump out of the back of a pickup truck and her tits wouldn't move at all, that's usually pretty impressive holding power. Those are probably fake as hell, but there's one way to find out. I heard they taste different. J-Dog, here at home. Yeah.
Wow.
I think I told this joke, but then Christine sent it to me because she thought it was like right up my alley of funny. I went to my doctor and she said, "What?" And I said, "I don't know. I'm kind of embarrassed to talk about it." And she says, "You can tell me absolutely anything."
I think you told me this one.
Yeah. And I said, "Well," she goes, I'm here to help. I'm a doctor. I'm a professional. You don't have to act like this." I'm like, "Okay, well." My wife says my dick tastes funny.
Yeah.
Especially with my doctor.
I wish I had a hot doctor. I wish a doctor looked like that.
Clyde, 9th whiskey and revolution for all.
Well, it's early on enough we can get that out of the way. Yeah. Could you imagine my douchebag neighbor driving around on one of these? Like the fucking other douchebag ain't crazy enough with his motorcycle. Dude, he's been waking me up every afternoon. He fucking starts it up, and then shuts it off. It's like, thanks, dick.
Which one?
Miles. Fucking just rev the shit out of it for like 30 seconds and then just shuts it off. Or is that you? Is that you doing it with his bike?
Hey, did you notice this?
Yeah. I did.
You don't want to talk about it?
No. I actually thought that was pretty entertaining. And you can go fuck yourself.
Okay, what kind of whiskey would you like?
Actually, no, it's that's funny. That's funny. I don't care what kind of whiskey. So that's about as bad as my coworker. Did I tell you what my coworker did to me the other day?
No.
So I seen him in the locker room because he was getting off work and I was just going in, and I was putting on a belt and I had my earring plugs already in because I was already out at the plant. And he looked at me and I said something. I'm like, "I just put my belt on. My pants are loose." And he's like, "What?" Blah blah blah. He's like, "I didn't say nothing to offend you." I said, "No, I'm putting my belt on. I didn't hear anything you said." I said, "I'm not offended by words, man. It's going to take more than that." He just kind of gave me this weird sly smile and he says, "Okay, we'll see about that, right?" And I'm like, "Alright, what the fuck's this guy's game?" So I go back into the warehouse to work and grab a new fresh pair of gloves right away. Well, then alarm goes off, so I gotta go put metal on the fucking line. Put my gloves on. Felt like I just put my hand in a fucking dirty ass diaper. He took the grease gun, with the hose attachment, and stuck them into the end of the fingers and filled the fuckers up with grease. Right away I knew it was him. I'm like, that motherfucker.
Wow.
Hey, I get, hats off to him. I can take a good joke or a good prank. I mean, I don't want my fingers full of grease, but hey, that's good. I'll give it to him.
I have a tube of capsaicin cream.
Capsaicin cream? I don't know what that is.
It's what you would expect if you combined a a Reaper pepper and some lotion.
Oh, so it's pretty warm, huh?
Now,
see, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do the same thing and put something in his glove. But what I was thinking about maybe doing is I always get to work before he's leaving. I was thinking about tying one of those big rubber balloons around his exhaust tip.
See, now here's what I would do if you really want to get him back. It is not instantaneous. So if you were to put a little capsaicin cream on the handle to the bathroom, by the time he's holding his penis in his hand...
The problem is, though, there might be other individuals that are involved.
Collateral damage.
No. Some people might get pissed. This guy, he'd probably be cool for it, but I want to make sure I get him.
Well, JR10 recommended it for my feet because capsaicin is also a good neuro blocker.
Yeah.
And it did. It felt fine on the bottom of my feet, but I didn't completely think it through when I put it on all of my feet.
And it was burning.
And then I washed my hands. And I washed my hands again. And I went through the night washing my hands every time I needed to wash my hands like a normal night. But somewhere in there, I rubbed my eye. And then that night, after washing my hands probably 3 more times, went to pee at like 2 o'clock in the morning.
You know, it's funny you say that because I told you about the whole bar story. I had everyone crying down there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was hurt twice because, you know, I finally ate some because everyone else was. You know, I said, well, you're all going to struggle. Plus, I got the bartender, too, if I did. So, but then later, yeah, like 2 hours later, I went and took a piss.
Oh.
I came back out doing the dance, and they're like, what's going on? I'm like, I must have got a little pepper oil on my fucking shit. And they're like, huh? And I'm like, I must get a little pepper on my... And then they're like, oh. Because, you know, it was already a couple hours. So they didn't realize it. And yeah, it gives you a little burn.
Boo Healer says here, follows it up with a 2 thumbs up. USA.
US.
Poco. So Joe Rogan got sick over the weekend, took both tests, came back positive on all tests. Took the, what is it, the ivermectin? That's the horse, is that the horse pills?
Well, he said he took a whole bunch of shit. If you actually watch his video, it sounded like he took a fucking med cabinet full of crap.
And monoclonal antibodies. 2 days later, he tested negative.
Could also be bad tests. I don't even trust the test, to be honest.
See, again, yeah, they found this story's out there. I don't know. Go find it. Again, don't believe me.
They tested animals, came back positive.
They tested the tests, the unopened tests, and they came back
it was
positive.
No, they've tested a lot of different things, and it's come back positive. So that's why I don't even trust that. Did you know that some of the, depending on what test you take, some of those tests are actually really bad for you too? Like the stuff they have on them?
Clyde says C4.
You know what? I wouldn't. I mean, that makes me look like I'm going back to like the 1860s or something, but I'd do that. I'd go back there. She got a white wall though. It should be more like a castle or something. Castle wall behind her, all big bricks.
Oh, you put her in some. Well, then you can go to China.
Yeah, that's one place I would love. Maybe not China itself, but the women. I like the Asian women.
I had to charge up my carry light for the.
Dude, I don't know if you even want to carry that, man. You might get in trouble with that.
It's a holder.
It's a weapon.
So the light doesn't slip out of my hands when it gets blood all over.
Really?
It.
Is that why it's got that
C4?
Little sharp knuckle there?
C4 is a miss. So I got a Cobra did a video about big controversy.
What big controversy?
I took the last ship off the board, but showed all of the misses.
Yeah.
And he said it was quite obvious where the ship was, even though there was 7 locations it could have been.
Mm-hmm.
Look, she's all happy to show her ass to you. Ah, man, kid, Viking.
If that's her smile to show me her ass, you'd see my smile.
Damn, I hope it's me on the review today. Oh, if anyone wants to send ding-dongs to Eric, that would be funny. Poco Loco, I'll take the booze and make sauce. No, the booze was gifted to him.
Make sauce?
Oh.
What kind of sauce is Poco Loco gonna make?
Tell you what kind of sauce I'm about to make.
Yeah, I was actually thinking, yeah, she looks pretty nice there.
Okay, so what was it?
I put the Vikings box or bag over there.
Okay, so it's a shirt. Prime Golf.
Do it, it's yours. You open.
Thanks.
I just told you this. Oh, pretty sharp blade. So is yours.
Oh,
You got drunk and reckless last night, didn't
the
you?
ruling isn't in on this one. Either my carry knife opened on its own, or when I put my wallet back, because it has the money clip, it caught and I pushed harder. I swear to God, I think it's the knife, just because of the pain factor. 0 pain. I'm sitting in the car. Christine says I need money to go shopping, and I'm gonna go. And I went to go buy some fuses. So I pulled my wallet out. I gave her $100. Shoved my wallet back in. My arm is sitting on the armrest, and I say goodbye to her and Jules, and I start to drive away, and I've got blood running down my hand. I look on the armrest. I could have used a spoon to remove the blood. Luckily, there was a little lip on the Honda, so it didn't flow into the window controls and the door locks. I'm like, holy shit! Christine's got a box of Kleenex. When she goes to get in the car, there must have been 7 Kleenex balls, all red, laying on the floor mat. When I went to Advanced Auto and I bought some fuses, I had my hand wrapped in a rag, and I looked at the guy, and I set the shit down, the fuses and some window wash, getting ready for the trip, of course. And he goes, anything else? And I go, you wouldn't happen to sell med kits, do you? And he goes, I'm not sure. He goes, why? And I go, because I'm gonna bleed out right here. And he goes, I'll go get you something. So the guy went and found me some Band-Aids and for a younger kid, he brought me 2 Band-Aids and a thing of antiseptic ointment. I'm like, dude, what is he going to med school? Anybody else, I would have figured would have just brought me the. I don't know if this is supposed to be for me.
Something to cook, it seems like.
Nope. I don't know if this is supposed to be for me or I'm bringing this for Rhett, John's son.
Oh, okay. Pop rocks. Yeah, Pop rocks.
I'm not throwing these out. I'm going to talk to John. I think this would be awesome for Rhett. Crackling gum? Oh, it turns into gum. I might bring some of these for Rhett.
Looks like I might keep a few myself. It's been a while since I had those.
Strawberry?
A long time. I was a kid, I think.
When was that? Last Thursday?
Fuck off.
Grape. More strawberry.
You guys are always busting my balls. You know what? One of these days, I'm gonna go postal, and you only have yourselves to blame. T-shirt. I think Vikings got a T-shirt too. Oh, you know what? I'm even gonna guess what this is. I'm gonna guess that this is a T-shirt. Now I could be wrong, but I'm gonna guess this is a T-shirt, and I'm gonna guess it's maybe like Milwaukee or DeWalt. That's what my guess is. I'm gonna say it's something to go against his favorited brand of power tools. DeWalt. Wow, did I not just say that? And I didn't even see you. Wow.
That's because everybody knows how much I love DeWalt. Of course, I just bought a DeWalt laser, so I can use this while I'm setting up my Wazer.
I can't wait. Because Miles probably would wear a shirt for like a week straight. But I don't know. I don't know how he's going to feel if it's not his favorite brand.
Well, I think it's just amazing that he says he's got 7 Milwaukee shirts.
You ready?
Well, he should have 7 Milwaukee shirts.
He wears them 7 days a week.
He owns 27,000 Milwaukee things. I think right now he says he's up to 20 batteries.
It's crazy. That one was a little sharp today.
That's because it was a neck pour.
That was a Paul John. I'm serious. My tongue's tingling right now.
That cools you down and heats you up all at the same time.
Well, I don't know if I told you yesterday, though. I went down to the Hades event. I'm telling you, there were so many fucking fine-ass girls that were way fucking dressed sluttier than a fucking swimsuit. I was walking around the whole time like Jesus Christ, my son's here. I want to go freaking talk to some of these girls. Then I told you about asking my son to say, hey, you want to get some pictures with the Vikings cheerleaders? He said no.
No.
That's what he said. He said no. I'm like, oh, you're too young for that?
My God, Matt, your son is gay.
Nah, supposedly he's got a little girlfriend at school. He blushes when anyone asks him, but yeah, I don't think he's still quite into the whole female body yet, but yeah, it will be in a year or two. We'll see.
Okay, 35 minutes in, we shouldn't have lost everybody by now, so I have a fast technical question.
Everybody.
For the road trip, I want to take something that I feel is reasonable, reliable, that I feel comfortable carrying, and I also don't want it to be a sentimental gun. Otherwise, it would be, I've been carrying pretty much non-stop carrying Ed's 1911 lately. So I have it narrowed down to 2 guns, and I'm asking for your guys' help. You know, because I plan on doing a Jerry. I plan on I don't give a shit where I am, what their laws are. There's only one person that takes care of you, and that's you. So in the event that I say something happens and I end up arrested and they take my gun forever, I wanted it to be something replaceable and not necessarily like the FN being $3,000. So I have it narrowed down to the 5906 double stack 9mm. I've been doing a lot of the laser training, laser academy with this lately, and I have no regrets over how much I used to carry this. I'm almost thinking about switching back to this as my work gun, even though the one that I have, I've been carrying the 40-43 because, you know, who cares if it gets beat to shit? But then again, nobody gets to live forever, so why should anyone care? As long as you're doing something that you enjoy. But so I have it narrowed down to the 5906. Yes or no? Or giving it the test run right now, the G19. Now this was yesterday, and I was honestly shocked. Yesterday I was playing with the Laser Academy because I just picked up a 45 ACP, couldn't agree with that more, a 45 ACP laser for it. So I had the beautiful 45 Smith & Wesson that Jade Elite Ammunition reworked for me. What else did I have out? The Smith & Wesson SW. I had both Ed's gun and my my Kimber.
Mommy.
The 645. I could not believe it. The 645, I had the highest score and the most consistent. On Laser Academy, I scored a 91 with that gun, and the only gun that came anywhere near it, believe it or not, was the Glock. I know, David Brown, you'd be disappointed to hear this, but I say it's mostly because of that trigger that Stephen Bush gave me. But I scored a constant 90 with the Glock. And then Ed's gun, again, mind blown, because I thought for sure the winner in this lineup was going to be the Kimber. See, now, Cobra, you had made a comment about kits like the Laser Academy that are all about dry firing. And are they going to be close enough to the real thing? I give you some credit to the thought process, but listen to the other side of the coin. That, because there is now no recoil, the only thing that you are focusing on
is aiming without...
is you're aiming, and then what you feel in the feedback from that gun. And even though my Kimber Raptor feels incredible when you shoot it, I don't know if I was just having an off day yesterday, but the 645 and the Glock handed the rest of the pistols their lunch and said, "Go eat by yourself."
By a pretty significant amount. I mean, not like 20 points, but there was definitely a major definition change.
I never had, it's giving you your score based on the ring.
Mm-hmm.
So
yep.
The 6 ring, the 7 ring.
Yep.
I never had a 7 ring with the Glock, or hey, it kind of reminds me of your sister, of the Glock or the 645.
Oh, she disappeared too fast.
She was
fucking shoot on my leg.
I don't know. And the worst was one of my favorites in the bunch, and that was the Smith & Wesson SW99.
I gotta bring mine over here and try them out, because I don't think we've ever tried either one of those on that.
You got rid of the 45 though, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
So we'd be able to do 9mm play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well,
I gotta find someone that makes a 10mm laser.
I got two. Well, did you get the 40 though? No, you just got, didn't you?
No.
Oh. Okay.
I have a 9 and a 45.
Okay.
And this pink Rhino.
Yep.
They don't make a 10mm.
I've got a couple though that we can play with at 9mm.
Jeremy, you watch. I know he watches because he calls me on anything that I ever say about him. Jeremy gave me a whole bunch of 308 surplus. The surplus shit is usually pretty fucking hot, and I like it. But I would like an explanation, Jeremy, on this round. The projectile is seated backwards.
What?
If I pull that out of there, the pointy end is inside the shell.
That's a little funny. It looks like this one's already been used and reloaded. Someone was drunk reloading this. I mean, just look around there how beat up that shell is, though, honestly. That shell is not in good shape.
I don't know if he threw this in there to test, and it's not even seated. It's like wobbling.
That's not a... It's not a good one. Grab a pair of pliers if you have to. Maybe that was his, maybe that was his little sniff container or something.
There is not powder in it.
Oh, he just was fucking with you then, maybe, or someone was if there's no powder. That's fucked up. Who would play a fucking prank like that?
Oh,
whoa. Those are some big ones for you. It's already fired. Yeah. I told you that shell would beat up.
What you need to do is you need to give it this and
polish it.
And you mess with somebody now. Watch me open the breech on the JP. Let it go. Click. Is that poop? Is that what I smell right now?
I'd probably shit myself.
I think I'm gonna return this to the don't waste your time trying to save your life with it. Now if you Salty Shellback did a video on this. This still makes it.
Oh, it'll fire. I'm sure it would fire. It's not going to go the long distance like it normally would, but it'll fire and it'll do some damage.
Okay, so what's your vote for the vacation? The trip to Maine. One of the two of these are going to be on my side.
Glock. probably holds more ammo, but even if it doesn't, it's a little bit more disposable in my opinion.
Here's the sad thing. This gun is about $200 to $300 more than this one.
Really?
These you can find these in the $299 to $399 range.
Then I would bring that one.
That's. And to answer your question, right now this guy has got 18 rounds
Plus one.
plus the fleshy mag.
I got larger mags for you. Well, you probably have them too, but
So-
I got larger mags if you need to borrow some.
This one has got the X grip adapter. This is actually a G17 mag. So while I'm driving, it'll probably look like that, just because it won't be poking the seat as much.
But that's what I'm saying. Like I got some extended mags.
But these things, these are hot, and these make a mess when they hit liberals or anybody.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure a Republican would feel
Splatter.
just the same.
Oh yeah. Anybody that's trying to. Yeah, the difference is this gun is considerably heavier.
Really? So you're saying you can find
Well,
these for how much?
Yeah, if you look for it, well, this was kind of before
Shit hit the
before
fan.
the shit hit the fan, but it isn't uncommon to possibly find that gun for $400 or less.
Really?
That's a lot of gun.
Yeah, it is.
tell you,
That's
I
why
keep
I'm
telling
surprised.
people-
That's why I'm surprised. That's crazy.
If you can find a 5906 for $400 or less,
Buy it.
just buy it. There's no J-Dog. Am I lying? They're any of the old Smiths.
What? Did that? I just put this safety down. That hammer goes up like that.
It decocks itself.
That's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't put that.
Oh yeah, if it's unsafe, it automatically lowers the hammer.
So, but this is safe. No, this is fire.
Now you're fire. Yeah.
I'm on fire. But I go down to safety. That's what I was doing, and it'll go down. It shoots down automatically.
Mm-hmm.
But that don't actual fire. It don't fire the gun. It just brings the hammer all the way.
Yeah. What it's
It's
doing
got a spacer.
is the tumbler, the cylinder looks like this. It's got a flat spot on it for fire, but when you flip the safety, it rolls around to a fatter part, and it hits that before it can hit the firing pin.
This is fucking. That's fucking crazy different.
The only thing I would do to that gun would be to put night sights on it.
Oh, I'm thinking night sights would be good, but what about a trigger? That's so much draw. Actually, I won't lie. It feels good when you do pull it, but that's just so much draw.
Oh,
Oh, alright, that's a little different.
He's got to
right
get
there.
up to the wall.
Yeah, but that's still a lot. I mean, the wall is very light. It's more like a glass window than a wall.
Just do like J-Dog does. Take it all apart. Mother's polished the shit out of everything.
Yeah.
Put it back together. But what I like about this is I would rack around into it. I'd put it. I decock it, safely decock it, as opposed to putting your finger on it, and then I flip it back and I carry it. And so that means my first shot is a nice heavy. Think about it before you put a round in somebody and change your life and theirs forever. But
You mean you take away their lives
yeah, bye-bye.
and change your life forever?
Night sights. That would be the one model. Of course, I'd do that to everything if I could.
That's the kind of shit I was seeing all day yesterday, dude. All day I was like, oh man, I brought my son with, which I want him to be involved. Want him to see the grass races. We did a lot of shopping for stuff we need this winter, but oh my god, I couldn't handle myself. Tough being around that many women and being my son.
You got relatively the same. This is a 18 plus 1, so they're both. It's the same
Really?
as the Glock.
Really nice. I would have this over a Glock any day.
It's just a little heavier gun. It's just
I don't mind the weight. A lot of people complain about that. I don't mind the weight. You know what? The weight makes me feel more comfortable.
I just well, I'm gonna leave it up to the vote. I will go with the vote because I'm comfortable with either one of them.
before I know better before I pull the trigger with you.
That's got a fantastic trigger in it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with this. Well, that one's cheaper. That one's cheaper. If I had to go just on comfortability, I would say with the Glock, unfortunately, with the trigger. But I'd go with that one because that's actually very comfortable too, and it's cheaper. Because that's going to be easier to replace, I'm guessing, if it's cheaper.
Well, when you combine, see now, this has been smile moneyed. I know this will come as a surprise to you.
Yeah, I know that. Well, it's got a new trigger on it. You got a backplate, which ain't huge, but
we got a stainless steel guide rod. We got the Be Like Ed backplate. It has the updated sights. These are actual tritium night sights. It has a ghost connector. It has Talon grips on it.
These are not night sights.
And it has the. I'm sorry, Steve. I'm road blocking my brain on the trigger, but I have 3 of these triggers, and they're hands down the best trigger. I have triggers in my collection that were 3-4 times the price of this trigger, and this trigger still kicks their ass. It
is real smooth. I think it looks ugly.
Yeah,
I mean, that doesn't really matter. I mean,
this is the ugliest one.
That's what I'm saying. It looks ugly, but it works good.
The sexiest one is that one. That's the same one. It's got the, here, maybe I can just take it out here.
This is your first round in your fucking Glock, huh?
Yeah, rest in peace.
No, that's what I call the fucking super spreader. That must be the Delta round, huh? Is that the Delta round you got there?
The Delta. This is their sexiest looking one in my...
Yeah. See, that looks a lot nicer.
It's the same company.
It looks a lot nicer. Is it the same trigger?
Yeah.
Same trigger, just different, different...
Well, that one feels different because
different look.
There's an adjustable ghost connector in that one. So that one's had even more work.
But this one feels like, alright, I like it. Looks nice. It feels real smooth. It has a lot more walk to it, though, I feel.
Yeah, I know. That's not the trigger. That's that, no, this one is not the adjustable ghost. This is just a, yeah, I don't know what this is. This is a... See, the problem is Stephen Bush sent me a whole pile of extra springs and shit, and I've got different combinations on different guns.
I like how I know it's unloaded, but you were pointing that at me the whole time. The whole time while you're putting it together and racking it, it's pointed right at my chest.
What? This one does have nice sights though. They're tritium and fiber optic. So if you hold it over the light, they light up.
Oh, I know what they
light up at day and light up at night.
Yeah, I'm just seeing what they look like though. They're kind of like an ugly green, to be honest. It reminds me of slime.
They
light up pretty good there.
They're a DeWalt, or DeWalt
with the light. Yeah, with the light.
And the front is the front. No, these are awesome sights. They're True Glow.
Yeah,
and,
I'm not saying that they're not good. I'm just saying it's an ugly looking green.
Jay at Elite sent me these.
It's an ugly looking green.
The most important part.
What?
Be Like It.
Oh yeah, okay.
The second most important part. Get her done.
Well, that's what I was telling you. I got but I'm sure you had extended mags. But yeah, I could send you with a magazine like this. Actually, not 10 mil, but 9 mil. I can.
Oh, I have I think right now in the house.
No, wait, 10 mil I could too. I think because no, 10 mil and 10 mil don't fit the 40, does it? They're different. I got 40 cal, not 10 mil.
Yeah, that's a good question. That mag I think is beefier.
Well, because the 10 mil are longer.
Yeah.
They're going to be the same brassing, but these are longer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not going to fit into a 40 cal.
That's like me and your sister's butt. Just kidding.
I'm going to fucking tell my sister that.
$5.
One of these days, she's going to fucking shoot you for all the comments you make.
Oh, and another one of their triggers.
See, I really like this gun. Just because of that. Just like the one I got too. It just cracks me up. It's
Louisiana State Patrol.
That's a hell of a...
I think yours for wording is sexier. It's cool that that's the State Patrol gun. What's really unique is that it's a rare Glock.
Which one is this one?
That's the RTF.
Oh, yeah.
I still have to clean it. I tore the Talon grips off, but I still have to clean it up. This thing, look at, you want to... Your fingernail will give... Yeah, that's why I had the Talon grips on here. I was like going, God damn it. I get home and I got like a rash on my side.
That's funny.
I'm not sure I like these sights though. They're Strike Industries blacked out rear and a fiber optic post.
Well, you know what? You get used to anything though, the more you use it.
Here, just to make not me because I could care, or make me feel better because I could care less about the safety salaries. I'll just leave the mags out.
Well, yeah, you handed me one. I'm glad I injected.
Well, I didn't say anything to you because by now you know better. We should probably review something while we
play with guns. Yeah, let's just add some more liquor and add some more guns. I love that scenario.
You haven't had this, so we'll split one. Belching Beaver.
I seen you did a video, but I was not able to even start it yet. So, if anything, though, I would think you would think that's good.
This I liked.
That's what I'm saying. I would think you would think it's good. It's a stout, and you only have one left. So,
well, see, that worked out for you. Okay, comments. Move arrow. Man Cave Matt again. Or no, Man Cave Viking. If Matt was there again instead of me, I wager he was annoying before the first sip of beer.
Well, you didn't catch me before the first sip of beer, fuckwad, so.
Poco says A1, and I'm assuming he's playing, so I'm just going to go with a miss versus steak sauce.
When I say fuckwad too, I don't mean Miles. I mean the Man Cave Viking.
Whoever he is.
Oh, I know who he is.
Cobra says, excellent intro, live long and prosper. And I can say, thank you, you too, thank you kindly, same to you. I guess we'll go with same to you, Cobra. Wade, camo jammies. Is that so she won't see you coming? Ha ha! I see what he did right there. I think he spelled it wrong, though.
I want to see this video you're going to put up beforehand, this intro you were talking about. I ain't going to stop you. I mean, I never do. But
plus, we got 5 new ones to peruse.
I want to see this. I mean, it's tough to even think about what you're talking about, but I want to see it.
This video needs quadruple cowbell.
I got 2. Do you got 2?
I got 1.
Well, you need to set your beer down and grab another.
Well, I don't know where there's another one.
Alright, but I'll find one. I'll just hang this around my car.
Here it is. Oh, we can do... I can do another one of these or this.
We'll just do them both.
Chanting
ready?
cowbell.
There you go. I think he was hoping for it to be louder, but that just wasn't gonna.
Just turn your volume up.
Yeah.
Almost knocked my beer over. Hello.
Dude, so I drove down to the cities yesterday, obviously, to go down the snow show. The grass race. I either saw, I don't know what I seen. I either saw a big fucking black bear on the side of the freeway that got smoked, or I saw a fucking cow that got smoked. I'm serious. It was down in the ditch, just fucking laying there. It was big. Dude, I was looking at it like that had to have been hit by a freaking semi, because any other vehicle it would have fucking totaled, and there'd be like still parts laying.
See, that's been my one fear on a motorcycle.
Yeah,
is contact with a deer. This
is no deer though. We're talking like a cow or a fucking bear. It was one of the two. It was black. It was huge.
We had a couple of people killed. 2 years ago, just up on I think Arrowhead Road. It was like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning, and they on a cruiser, and they husband, I think it was a husband and wife on a bike hit a deer.
Yeah.
Then Scourge says, nice nip slip at 30 minutes and 30 seconds. We'll just take his word on that and not go look.
She seems to be doing a rotation around Mr. last time. A little flat, but I'd still do that.
Tardisius, I like it. More cowbell, that is.
We just did fucking quadruple cowbell. How greedy can these guys get?
He can't have enough cowbell. I think he just when he's in his man cave area, he has a soundtrack of nothing but cowbells playing, just on a loop.
Well, that and maybe some whales or something.
Steven? Did you have the shits, farts, or sharts? Yes.
To all of them. To all of them.
Steven again, calling it now. I get the butter knife and the fleshlight, but then, like the last giveaway I almost won, Ninja Salty drops from the ceiling to shit on me. Salty says, I'm going it's going to a good cause. Naked. Steve again. Craig from the Move Friday got fired on his day off. There's hope for you, Matt.
What?
Greg from the Move Friday?
The movie Friday. Craig. Okay, because I've watched the movie Friday, next Friday, whatever. So I'm guessing he's saying Craig got fired on his day off. There's hope for me, man. Thanks, Hoppin' Lad. You know what? I really appreciate all your guys' support with my job, you know? I know you guys don't like funding my own wages. I can make them myself.
And that is 56 days, 8 hours, 49 minutes, and 48, 49, 50.
And you don't fuck off on that.
I mean, in the hour that we've been in the Brew Review so far, you've kept your job.
Hey, it's funny. That's what my sister wants to jump on that. She jumped on that bet. She said, what's the longest wage? She knows.
Well,
my sister wants to get in it. She says, I'll bet a whole paycheck, just like I said I would. My sister says she'll bet a whole paycheck, depending on what the bet is.
Oh, hang on. I know there's something coming up.
All right.
Someone's very interested in making this more of a Vegas style setup. Salty, coming in hot and naked. Ew. That's just usually greasy. You know when you go like this and you come up with a, never mind. What is that? Is that like shart that has worked its way around, or is that like smegma? I mean, what is that ball buildup? Hey Google, what is smegma?
According to Wikipedia, smegma is a combination of shed skin cells, skin oils, and moisture. It occurs in both male and female mammalian genitalia. In females,
so there you go.
it
You
collects
probably
around
were
the
pretty
clitoris
right.
and in the folds of the labia minora. In males, smegma collects under the foreskin.
Hey, can you put that on toast?
Hey Google, what do you call a sweaty, shitty fart?
My apologies, I don't understand.
Guess they don't have a name. You probably were pretty good close on that then.
Hey Google, what is a shart?
Shart has two different meanings. Starting with the most common one, shart can be used as a verb as a vulgar slang term to mean expel feces accidentally when breaking wind. Is that the meaning you were looking for?
No, what's the next one?
Finally, shart can be used as a noun as a vulgar slang term to mean an instance of accidentally expelling feces when breaking wind.
That's the same
Do you want to
fucking...
hear how shart is spelled?
No.
That was the same thing.
No.
What the hell? She got two different meanings? They're the same ones.
Subcomment.
Sorry, I don't have any information about that.
Shut up, Google.
Gunwild. Subcomment. Red hot naked? Question mark. Salty? The best kind. Okay. Gunwild. H7. Gotta start somewhere. H.
How much more reading do you have, out of curiosity?
7 is a miss.
Oh, not too much. Not too much. Just make it fast. I gotta piss.
Salty. I'll take the rot gut if Matt doesn't want it. Naked.
Who's that? Salty?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm willing to give it to Salty, but I want to get a good video out of it.
There should be a caveat. It's been gifted to you. If you want to send it to him, you get to ship it.
That's true.
All of a sudden, Matt wants to keep it. He's going to make sauce with it, Pogo. It's called liver juice.
Oh, I could do a few good things with it.
Maybe we should have a getting reacquainted with it shot. Nah. You know, it might not actually be all that bad if you, like the time I made the
Just
marinade.
have no expectations.
Well, there's that. You give it to your lady friend.
Ooh, I might be going out with a lady friend tonight. Actually, I got 2 or 3 lined up.
Gunwild. The old Pro NT21 is the light that has the lockout feature. That's why it didn't turn on right away. Oh, yeah.
Was that your Olight you're talking about?
No, it's
Different one?
Old Pro.
Okay.
It's supposed to be the gift the for the next Patreon.
No, I
Drawing?
just seen this one and you were complaining about. Because you don't push them in. You literally flick these down. That's how they work. You said one was so stiff.
Yeah.
But you got to flick
The one on the right side is when you put it on a gun. It is a lot more pressure to push that down than the other light that I have.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I didn't have any problems with it when I was using it. But I mean, I get what you're saying.
I actually took that off of the Glock because if it's going to go traveling with me, depending on what the vote is.
I like this light. You put it on it. Yeah, put it on whatever you're taking so you can see.
Well, I can't. So I don't have a holster for it.
No.
I could take it with as a bedside gun. The problem is I won't be having a bedside gun at my final stop. At my final stop, John's house, there will be no guns in the house. The guns will be locked up in the car because of Rhett.
Mm-hmm. I get it.
Do not ever want to have that on your conscience. So, no guns. Gunwild, today I was watching a live televised auction and Richard Rawlings from Gas Monkey Garage said on live TV the governor in Minnesota was a fuckstick. Laugh out loud.
Yes, she is. You know what? Did you just see that? Which one was it? Was it the one from Duluth or the governor of Minnesota?
He was talking about the Minnesota governor.
Yes. Oh, Tim Walz.
Yeah.
Yes, he is. But did you see the lady, whatever lady it was, I think from Duluth? She says she became open that she's got breast cancer.
Oh no, that's
Klobuchar.
Amy. She's Minnesota.
Yeah.
She's a representative.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she came out saying that she.
That's what I said. I don't know if I was from Minnesota or Duluth, whatever, because we have our governor too, or whatever. And she sucks ass. I never remember which one's which, Klobuchar or what's the one we have in Duluth. They both can suck my dick. I fucking hate both of them.
Oh, our mayor.
Yeah.
Talking about Emily.
Emily Larson, yeah. So Emily Larson and Amy Klobuchar, they both suck. But Klobuchar just said she had breast cancer, and I was like, quietly in my head, hope you die, bitch. Sorry.
Actually, she announced that she had it. She had the surgery, and she supposedly.
Fuck. All I heard is she admitted she had it. I was hoping, like, yeah, hopefully you go.
I mean, no, I Matt, I cannot agree with you. To think that, oh boy, that some of these libtards should die from these illnesses. No, I can't agree with. I guess I'm
not one guy that tries to honestly wish death upon a lot of people. I mean, but honestly, there are some people that. Fuck, they really need to go, man. They're fucking over a lot of people.
I know. People want to always go take the higher road. I'm sorry. Cobra, you may be right when you say, I am red-pilling this shit over here. I thought that was pretty funny. I gotta get a shirt made for that.
Red-pilling?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Anybody that goes up against the Constitution of the United States of America, I hope you fucking die in your sleep. And if you keep pushing it, I wish the sheep would wake up and we'd use these to remove you from existence. Either you support the Constitution of the United States. I mean, all these fuckers got into office putting their hand on the Bible and the Constitution saying that they would uphold it.
Yeah, and they're not doing a fucking damn bit of that.
So, any of these libtards that get into office.
I gotta go. You keep talking. I'll be right back.
Any of you libtards that put your hand on the Bible and on the Constitution and said that you uphold it, and then you immediately talk about gun control, I hope you fucking die, and I hope you fucking die painfully. And I hope people start waking up, and we start removing these people one way or the other. Mr. Mark Mac 85. Eric, why do I agree with every rant you do? Laugh out loud. Stay strong, my friend. Yeah, until they delete me, because that's what they do. Facebook, every single time you put up anything that's contrary to their agenda, you get shut down. Over here, you put up a news release talking about all of the side effects from the C word. You get shut down. Because trust me, there's a lot of people dying. You can say what you want, but if you actually do the fucking research, you'll find out that there is a lot of people dying from getting the thing. You know that. Come on, man. You know that thing. Here's two people right here that if you had a warthog, I'd love to fly over. Oh God, he's missing it. Nihap, I think we need a football style pool for the mat employment wagering. Yes. Now, I don't exactly know how this works because I don't do betting, but we need to put something like that into place. I will look into it. Harmarsh, H4. H4 is a miss. Harmarsh again. Congratulations, Sharky. He says, thanks, mate. I hope Matt likes his mandatory shot. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that is okay, I'll have to remind him of that. Cobra, B2. B2's a miss. Mr. fucking expert. McLean. All this talk about Winona and her furry pet makes me miss the old school look. Everywhere you look now, you get nothing, just hardwood flooring. I sometimes miss the free tooth floss for a job well done. Suicide hotline. Please hold. Hey, McLean, if by 4:01, make that 5:01 Central Time, I haven't sent you some video footage, remind me when you see this. I am crossing my fingers that everything works out, and I can make that. You know what I'm talking about. I can make that full scale. Hopefully I'll send you some shit. Wade, I have mixed feelings about this. I started my appreciation of flooring on the early 70s when heavy shag was the norm. While the heavy pile obstructed the beauty beneath, I found it was addicted to it. Later, when the fashion became dare to be bare, I was overjoyed to see the glistering surface that welcomed my new oh my God. Art and appreciation. Oh my God. Sub comment back from McLean. Dearest Wadrick, I have just received your message regarding popular flooring coverings, both modern and historic. You have valid points, and I always appreciate stories of before times. Yours truly, Haywood J. Bloomy. McLean, Matt's job clock is blocking the best part of the reviews. How did I know that would come up? Here's irony. The Constitution is holding up Matt's job clock. Wade, we have Yokohama tire factory about a half an hour from where I live. A lot of big name brands are moving their manufacturing plants to free states. Yeah. Just remember, my friends, socialism has never worked anywhere it's been tried. So hey, libtards, let's give it another run. Die. Wait, natural immunity is 27 times more effective than the jab. That's the science. Smile money, wait. Didn't you say you had it twice? That doesn't bode well for any of us. The new study from Israel suggests immunity gained after recovering from a bout of COVID-19 is more positive against the new Delta variant, which is less deadly than the first version, my comments, than vaccine-induced immunity. Read more button coming up. Natural immunity was estimated to be about 13 times stronger than having 2 dosage of the Pfizer bio DNA changing lizard juice. So they are correct with that science. I just do not want to risk getting it. Laugh out loud. Wade sub comment. I had a very mild headache and a cough for less than a week the second time last November. It was like a very bad flu and bronchitis for about 10 days. Smile money. Well, my wife and I have managed to avoid it while both being working throughout and while living near a city where it has been rampant. Knock on wood. My daughter is a nurse and my other daughter has 3 kids and also have avoided it. Problem is, you might be right, but at the same time, they might have had it and not even known, because some people, like, I'm pretty positive I had it, and I had very mild symptoms like you don't even notice it. Wade sub comment, avoid handling money. I got it from the front at our bakery. Well, here's a funny thing. Let me just throw this out there. Someone I know very closely may or may not do anything all day long, but handle money.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. You know what's really funny? They had one of those memes on Facebook, and it was the Wayne's World brothers. Or no, it wasn't. It wasn't them. It was Dumb and Dumber. So it was Jim Carrey and whatever the other guy was.
Daniels.
Yeah, and they're talking about COVID, and they're like, well, blah blah blah. You got COVID, dude. And he's listing all the symptoms, and he's like, I don't have any symptoms. And the guy goes, well, yeah, that's one of the symptoms.
No shit. Like last Wednesday when
Everything's a symptom of COVID.
Christine goes, well, what do you have? And she took my temperature, and I did not have a fever. And she's like, well, what do you have? And I go, I have extreme body aches, and I didn't actually feel nauseous, but I didn't feel like I was bloated in my stomach. I felt that it was more right under my rib cage. And then, of course, the sharts, the shats, and the shits. Every time I pissed.
But I don't think that's actually a symptom of COVID, is it?
According to Christine, everything is now.
Well, because they fucking add everything onto it.
It's like
That's the flu.
She's like, well,
Stomach bug.
You could have the flu, or you could have food poisoning. Well, I can tell you right now. I was talking to David this morning. Anytime I have ever had a stomach problem or anything like that, when you show me, if you literally showed me everything I ate in the last 12 hours, I would look at that and go, yeah, I'd eat that. Yeah, I'd have that. Yeah, no, there's your brain. It was like something to, and you know what that is? That night, the one
your brain
thing
telling you
don't touch that.
That's what makes you sick.
Well, you know what I had a shit ton of that night?
What?
I had 2 fresh habanero peppers and a literal butt ton, like an addict. I couldn't stop eating it. The beef jerky, the Colorado beef jerky.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've.
What the fuck is that, by the way?
After having those peppers, I've had some shits the next day.
Should have brought the goddamn
Not
Bloody
gonna lie.
Mary beef sticks downstairs.
Those fuckers really beat you up on the inside.
The habaneros?
No, well, any of those
the
really hot
Reapers?
peppers, yeah. My sister, I told my mom last week, I said, hey, I got a story for you, but she was leaving. So remind me next time. So I told, my family about getting the whole bar to fucking eat the peppers. And my sister, they're all laughing and crying. They're like, Matt, why the hell don't you videotape this stuff? I'm like, well, you just don't think about it at the time. You're laughing so hard anyways, like, what does it matter?
Smile money. Well, finally, you admit you're not doing the research. Your YouTube staff is feeding you information. Now Biden's plan. If the vaccine is the answer, why did he say that the vaccinated have to be protected from the unvaccinated? What? See, Smile Money still throws out good questions. If you fuckers that have had the jab, why do you fear anything? Fuck you all. That's right, Smile Money. No, I fully agree. If Matt had the jab and I have not, then why would he be bitching at me that he fears me? He's protected.
No, I fear you because of your guns. I don't fear you because of the jab.
Smile Money. You will need to have the midterm elections to change the House and firm up the Senate to see the investigation into Biden's failures and unconstitutional actions. Miss Impeachment Pelosi forgot how and or why the process is needed. It's not supposed to be a campaign strategy. Oh, but it sure was. Sharkey, welcome back from the toilet. Hope the starfish survived this.
The speed poo?
I got to admit, there towards the end, you pretty much wanted to just kind of dunk and then work it all out in the wash. Hey,
Yeah, I liked that one.
She was the first girl.
Yeah, she came up earlier. I liked her.
I'm not into tattoos, but I could cover it with something.
I don't mind tattoos.
A little white.
I mean, I've never had someone fully decked out in tattoos, but I don't mind tattoos. I got a few myself, so I can't complain.
Excuse
Do
me.
you have any? You don't have any, do you?
I got exit only.
No, no.
Want to see it?
No.
Sharky, 22 LR AR on deck. The man knows my collection. Which he better get his ass over here before I die so we can enjoy it together. I don't want to waste ammo, smile money.
I want some food too.
But I certainly would, yeah.
I want some food.
I told him I'd pay that bitch off in
I'll pay that
bullets
bitch
and
off.
guns. Oh, and stay here for free as long as you want. Sharky says A5. A5?
That's a fucking fat miss.
A5 is a miss.
Oh, we got a lot of people that hit up today.
Yeah, there was none on the board at the start, wasn't there?
That's what I'm saying. I don't think there was any.
Oh, yeah, that's clean slate.
2, 4, 6. There's already 6 hits. Well, six shots attempted. No hits.
Sharky says SH. Thank you. Melons,
Melons,
nom. Yes, yeah, well, I agree with that statement. And she's like, do you really want me to pull my pants off?
I still wouldn't complain about that. I mean, she's not like some of the other ones I've seen, but I
See, I got lazy. I got lazy again, and I don't care if people are pissed off. This is the Redhead collection. Normally, I just pick a bunch, and then they get deleted, and then I grab some more and pick a bunch. This is a standing folder of the Redhead girls.
You're going to have to do a folder with what Harmar sent you today. Once you get your bike, you can play just a picture of all chicks with the VMAX.
A few people, including Remco, Sharky, sent me some VMAX and girls.
Yep.
Well, I have to tell you,
Don't play them until you got it, and then you can play it all you want.
I am in negotiations with a gentleman 1,100 miles from here, and believe it or not, talking with NIHAP, his house is almost not at all out of the way from Jerry's to John's. So
You can store it or something, you're saying?
I mean, I don't have to like detour.
That's what I'm saying. You can store it for the time being, like till you're tripping back? Or are you just going to get the trailer?
No. I will pick the motorcycle up on the way to John's house.
Yeah, I figured that, but I'm saying, are you going to be able to store it until on the way back, or are you just going to drive it the rest of the, like,
I'll drive
trailer it through?
I would now we are putting the horse way ahead of this trailer. No pun intended. Yeah.
I don't know. That might be a friction on YouTube.
Did you not? No, it's not. She's wearing one of those. I got a shirt that looks like I have titties.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I got you that.
Yeah, I don't want to put, no pun intended, I don't want to put this horse too far in front of the trailer, but hypothetical, on the way to John's, I will pick the bike up and I will drive it to John's, and then when we leave John's, I will rent a trailer and I will trailer it back home.
Well, like I said, you tell me...
or I'll make Jules sit on Christine's lap and we'll just put it in the back of the Honda.
Like I said, you need help, let me know. Maybe we can work out a deal. I can probably help you out. Make sure you get your dream.
I'm close right now.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I can probably help you out. You just gotta tell me what you want to part with. One of those AKs, I'd be real okay with one of those AKs. Just saying.
Well, one of them belongs to NIHAP.
So I guess you only got one to barter with.
And the other one you can't afford. The red one, honestly, the red one, if the dude with the VMAX wanted that AK, it had to be at least half of the cost of the bike. That one is...
So you're telling me I can't afford that?
No, you have a good job. You can afford it. I'm just saying...
I'm not going to pay that much for it.
Yeah. Actually, the other one's probably more expensive than you think, too. The AKs have kind of gone up in price.
I'm looking at him a lot. I've been looking at him I'm seeing a lot of decent ones for like $800 to $1,200, but the problem is everywhere you look, no matter what AK you look at, they all seem to be sold out.
Palmetto State, I'm like, okay, you get to the first AK, and you're like, yeah, and then you realize it says out of stock, and from that one to the next 8 pages.
It doesn't matter. They always show what's in stock first.
But they show you what's out of stock.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's fair. That's kind of like...
And they won't even give you a price half the time.
No, if it's out of stock, the price has been removed.
Yeah. Well, at Palmetto States,
so,
but
it's kind of like,
places are a little different.
What was it? No, I wouldn't ever screw over a friend. I can tell you what I paid for the red one.
What, you're calling me a friend all of a sudden?
No, you're family. That's why I give you so much shit.
Well, really? It's even better? Jeez, I didn't even know I was friend status. Now I'm family?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what I was really going to laugh about? When me and Charlie were driving, and I asked you about dinner. Do you know what I'm going to bring up?
Yeah.
You do?
What I said to him?
No.
Oh.
No.
Then I don't.
I swear to God, at the end of the video, I'm not even lying. Well, because we was like video voice chat. I think you were talking to me like you were talking to one of your daughters. Because at the end of the video, I could be wrong, but I swear to God, I was like, all right, I'll see you a little bit later. We're gonna, we'll see you for the barbecue. And you're like, all right, love you, and you hung up. I looked at my son Charlie and I was like, did he just say what I think he did? He goes, I don't know what he said. I love you at the end? He's like, I don't know, I think so too. I'm like, I think he's confusing me with one of his daughters for a second, because I've never heard that before.
Holy shit.
Kid you not.
Look at where we are.
We're at the end. Home race.
Mike, I said I would drink the rye. Cheers. Yeah, I know, but you didn't win the rye. See, that's the...
Gillian, one thing I've learned about you is you will drink anything.
Hey, I got some extra battery acid. Send it to me. I'll drink it. Yeah. No, yeah.
Hey, I'm pretty close to the same. I will drink almost anything. Obviously, I didn't drink no fucking Bernie Brew. Oh, that was bad. Oh, you know what? Okay.
Harmarsh, 200 Ale Club, Sunny Slopes long ago. Cheers, clubbers.
Are we already in the club?
And that was an hour ago.
Oh, you switched over to the club?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I like her. She looks a little bit more sweet and innocent. Potentially still going to get me in trouble.
Can change that in an hour.
Yeah, going to get me in a lot of trouble, but I'd take that.
J-Dog, Heart Club, Mr. Holster. J-Dog, that'd be another personal goal. If I've been, Douglas asked me if I would be willing, if I was gonna do any moto blogging, if I got the VMAX. Oh hell yeah, I would. It's gonna go on a different channel though.
So that means I have to buy another bike.
Mm-hmm. And officially, she'll probably hear me say this, but if I can pull this off in this trip, a wicked 2-week vacation, visiting. Well, now I've spent time with Jerry, so going to Jerry's for the day is almost more work than it's worth.
After dealing with them the first time, you realize that? Yeah. Okay.
But I have considered John Solar a member of our family, because Christine would go, for a decade now. And this will be the first time that we've ever been able to get together, because he hasn't been able to come here.
Yeah, he can't leave.
Because there's nobody he trusts. And the scary thing is some of you may go, in order to make a child, yeah, I know, there's nobody that he trusts with his son for that amount of time. So he has never been to one of our shoots. And there's just too much commotion. There's too much unsettling for Rhett to come here. Yes, we could build him a room, and John knows this. If John said, take the Star Trek room and put the Roku in there and a big screen TV and maybe this is some game. If he told me to go buy these games and a game platform, I'd get his help because he's more into this than me. I would build a room just for Rhett, but the shooting and the commotion and the people,
someone would have to stay back with them. It
would be too much. So the fact is, we're going there. And we've interacted with Rhett since all the way back to. I mean, he's a.
I wonder if he's going to be excited to see you guys.
Well, when I bring Pop Rocks and Twinkies,
fucking bribing the shit out of him. Yeah.
Yeah, that's how you. Yeah.
Yeah. So he's not excited about you. He's excited about what you bring.
Yeah. It probably goes the same for his own.
Typical kid.
Probably goes the same for his own dad.
Typical kid.
Yeah. So this really needed to go there, but now the only place in 54 years, the only time I've left Minnesota was what was it 6 years ago? I went to the Sniper's Hide out in Colorado, out in Colorado with John Huber, and I slept in the back of a Saturn in a mud field. I mean,
nice.
it was a good. I mean, it was a very interesting time. I would not. If I had a chance, knowing what I know now, would you still go, Eric?
Absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah, I'd go. But I've gone nowhere and I've done nothing, and even if I wanted to fly, I still wouldn't. I'm in. Yes, it's like 1,100. The funny thing is, we're gonna put more miles on the Honda in 24 hours
than you did all summer.
Than in the last year.
I know, because that car is always parked there. Well, Christine quit driving to work.
Because I bring her to work.
Yeah. So the only time you guys use it is to do your grocery shopping.
And then on Sunday it gets moved to the other side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
So it gets a block put on it. So, yeah. 25,000 miles since 2015.
That's alright, though.
Well, when we were at the dealership and they said, what kind of warranty would you like to buy? And I said, what's the one with the most miles? Okay, that one we don't want. So I went with 8 years or 80,000 miles. There's no way. The Blazer didn't turn 80,000 miles over on it until Mike owned it.
Yeah. No, I know, and that was pretty old at that point.
Smile money. Can't wait for this review. Who will be the neighbor co-hosting this suspense?
Smile money, it's your lucky day.
That means we'll get... well, actually, there is no Man Cave Matt anymore, because Matt did exactly what was asked. Once he had his own channel, technically, if Man Cave Viking is out there, Miles actually did create a channel, and I think he said there's a video up on it.
Yeah, I gotta add more to it. Hopefully this winter, though. But I'm gonna do a lot more, maybe videos with ice fishing.
See, I can't knock anything because one of the highest subscribed channels making the most money on the planet is like a little girl who does nothing but reviews Disney toys.
Yeah.
Like she's like a zillionaire, and she started a channel. I think we should review titties.
Oh my gosh, those are beautiful. Her nipples got to be like on the fucking top of her tits, though. Holy Christ! But I like that. I would, beg that all day long.
The smaller that the landing surface for those little pointy guys goes, that's the better. That's right there. I mean, you see some chicks that it looks like
the medallions.
Looks like a saucer.
Yeah.
Like someone dropped a plate on there.
Yeah, no, I agree. I like the smaller ones, but I'll take the big or the small. I mean,
yeah,
not gonna argue.
Yeah, definitely not. Gunwild, cheers, Sunny Slopers. be like Edders, Final Missioners, hitting the refresh button, and then we're gonna go outside and continue doing this with smokes.
Oh, we are we?
Yeah.
I don't know if I have a plan for that, but oh, I really like that one. She looks like something she could be in Kill Bill.
Okay, cheers, and don't forget, I'd like a little vote on what am I gonna travel with.
Did you rate that beer?
Which one?
Well, both.
Oh no, I no.
You always, I swear to God, and I forget half the time because you're in such a rush.
Oh, first of all,
Well, obviously, I got a 0 on that one. If you
Bernie, you people that make Bernie beer, you can go fuck yourselves. The Warlock, you know, I thought I remember one of the very first batches was I know I gave that a 10. This particular batch still really good, but I think I'm gonna go with a 9.5.
Honestly, the funny thing was, I was thinking 9.5 too, because I would think there may be better out there. But I will say this: this is the best pumpkin stout or pumpkin ale, pumpkin anything I've ever had. Like the last one I brought over, that had a lot more spice to it, which it was good, but it was still not nowhere near this. This Warlock, the pumpkin stuff, it's definitely the best I've had. And like I said, this is a great fall drink. I could drink this all fall.
They predict this shit too. Best by 7/15. Wait for it. 2023. So go ahead and throw some age on it if you want. Maybe I'll see next time I'm at the liquor store over at Keyport if they still have it.
And stock it for a year or two.
Oh, speaking of that, we are up against the clock on something, and I put them in here.
I'm up on a clock already. I got to be up on another clock.
The caramel.
Now, were those the ones I bought or you bought?
I bought some and you bought some, and I think these ones were yours, and we aged them.
How many do we have?
2. One for me, one for you. 14.6%.
You're making me pop a cherry right now. Stop it.
So I put them in there because we have hit the window of opportunity with them.
We hit a year?
Yes.
Well, I'll be your Huckleberry.
Not today, you won't.
Later, boys.
Cheers.